What up, y'all? Welcome back. It's your boy Deli D back with another video. Today we're gonna be discussing some of the things your education has failed to teach you. All right, right now you're grown. You're out of high school. You probably finished school. You take on a big ass debt, and they didn't teach you about the interest. Your high school didn't teach you about the interest, even though this is like the most important tool you need to navigate through life, from like rent to food to car, to travel. Like money is the important. It's an important tool in your belt. Yet nobody has ever taught you early on how this thing work. I find it really interesting that I'm currently learning about. It's like they don't teach you how to buy your first house. They don't teach you how the interest work. They don't teach you about the inflation. They don't teach you about a whole lot of bunch of things that I'm just learning. That's what I said, and go watch my last video. I feel like I'm playing catch up. It has not been implemented earlier in my life. So that's what I said. You gotta find your parent, tell your parent to find somebody where you can work along and learn about it. If you want to learn about money, there's more access to things now. You can access a whole lot. But in the older days, if I wanted to be a farmer, I would go spend 2 to 3 years and help a farmer with their farm journey, like farming stuff. Whether that's cow, whether that's milking cow, whether that's farming, whether that's chopping the trees, whatever it may be, I would go live with them, eat with them, sleep where they sleep, and that's how I learn my farming. Then I branch off, or I come back and help with the family. That's how it works. But now they tell you, hey, you go sit in class, and a teacher will teach you about farming, but he's not a farmer. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. I really find that like very, very insulting, man. My quotation for that: if you want to become something and it has not been implemented earlier into your lifestyle, you'll be playing catch up. Yep. Yep. Nobody taught you about budgeting, saving. No one. I'm naturally a good saver. I don't know about budgeting, but I'm naturally a good saver. I'm just learning about budgeting now. I'm just learning about. All right, I want a house. Damn, I don't know how to build one, so I'm gonna buy already build one. Okay, now I gotta save 5%, whatever the price is. And how do I do that? All right. Okay, now I gotta track my money. Where's my money going? Where the money I'm making is going? Where is it going? This is the thing I'm currently learning. I don't know what stage you're at, but if you're younger and you're still in high school, you gotta start learning this thing. If they ain't teaching in the school, you gotta start learning right now, right now, right now, right now. Not today, today, not tomorrow, not the next day, not next year. Today. Go read books. Go buy on like personal budget. Go buy book. You don't need to go to Amazon. Forget that. You know how I found books with the subject I'm interested in? I went to Valley Village. I bought I bought business books for $5-6. I bought personal budgeting for $5-6. Like over time, you don't have to go all the time. Just go once there, look around. What interests you, and you can learn a lot and quicker on your own than trying to call somebody. It's good, but if they have time to teach you, sure, go take it, go work it, and learn about it. But if they're not teaching this stuff in school right now, they're 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 sending you they're sending you in a shark infested water. Oh boy. Even people who are like higher than me, who work in banks, can't buy a house today. Just because they suppress their skill. Like, you know how in the older days you go live with the carpenter, you learn how to carpenter, you live how to live. They have suppressed that into a class. Now you don't know how to build because you just sitting in class and somebody who read books and did some data aesthetic check and came and teach you in the class but didn't actually show you how to build. Now you gotta build a whole house by yourself. Back then you could. Imagine that. Imagine if you had like two brothers, two nephews could build a house today. If that was implemented early on in their life, in their lifestyle, they could pass that on to their children, and they could pass on that to their grandchildren. I find it fascinating that how like all of us are still sending kids to school. Like this is like the fundamental stuff that they need to know, but we ignore all this and we still send kids to school. Where they're just gonna learn what? Basic stuff? Sure, they'll learn basic stuff. But how long do you want them to do that basic stuff for? And don't get me on the debt stuff. Taking money to go into a college to do holy. Like you don't even have nothing. You just finished high school and now you're gonna go, like you're gonna be owned before you even make something of your own. You're gonna be owned by somebody. You're gonna be a slave to a lender. I really find it really stupid. Really stupid. I get it. Some parents are able to afford to send their kids to school. They have worked it. They have saved it. Maybe the kids were smart. They worked it and they saved it. I paid my college tuition. I worked my ass off, 2 jobs, and I paid my college tuition. And I can't say I didn't even pay because they paid me back. I think that's how I would play. I would not be slave to a lender. I made a mistake even now. Because I'm one to it now. I'm a slave to a lender. If you're a saver, you won't be a slave to a sender. So save for whatever thing you want to do and then pay fully. Because you're going to be a slave to a lender. And the interest thing, the credit card thing, nobody teaches about this thing. Now it's like, now it's more popular. Because like back then, or when the information age didn't pop, and there's still people who like still use this even though they have like the information available. Holy moly. Yeah. The slow lane and the sidewalk will swallow you before you know it. It's the game you don't want to play in for a long time. You want to get out. And MJ DeMarco puts it as use the business system to get out. So the first thing is you gotta own yourself. In order to own yourself, that meaning you'll be doing some sacrifice. You're gonna be living below your means. Yeah. Living below your means. Delaying gratification. That meaning you won't be eating out like twice a day. Maybe you're gonna eat once a week now. Maybe you'll start cooking more now. That's what I start doing. You gotta start. If you work in construction, you see that guy who brings his 2-piece bread and a jug of tea. It's time you start doing that if you're like young. This is something like when I started working, I'm like, why do they bring food? And now the older I get, the more stuff that I have compiled, I really realize why they were doing that. It's because it saves them money. It saves them the time to go and get the lunch. So this is just my rant. It's like, I don't know if school has started implementing this stuff, but a lot of people are talking about it. Go to any podcast, go to any YouTube video, any YouTube channel in the finance world. And you also talk about like the slow lane people are like brainwashing you into thinking that slow lane will you be alive to enjoy once you accumulated that wealth. They say wealth is better when you enjoy it when you're young, not when you're old and can't move and can't do anything. Like Tai Lopez is Ty. I don't know how it is to say his name. Tai Lopez. Yeah, that's his name. I got Ferraris in my garage. The guy about like the knowledge is key. Yeah, guys, go check him out. Like he does like theses on like books. He recently recommended one of the books that I'm about to read. It's by Stephen Hawkins. I think it's about big answers to big questions, and he said like nobody actually read those books. I'm gonna add that to my library, my home library. I've been implementing reading, and I've been learning a lot, and I want to share what I'm learning. That's what I want to do. And I've been off the track, so that's all I want to say. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to drop a like. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button for more topics like these. I think you will start to catch patterns as you grow older. So that's all I want to say. Take care and peace out.